everybody, I'm Deidre.
I'm Adarius.
We're Nights Treks and we're here at Universal Orlando Resort at Universal Studios because we're going to give you tips, tricks, and how to survive Halloween Horror Nights 2022.
That's right. I'm coming at you like this.
Alright, we've got Frequent Fear tickets that just dropped, Express Passes with Frequent Fear, the Rush of Fear, all the things have dropped. We're just waiting on a few more house announcements. Let's get inside and get started and tell you how to have your best Halloween Horror Nights experience. Halloween Horror Nights is a separately ticketed event. You cannot get into it with your Universal entrance pass. Even if you're an annual pass holder, if you're a daytime ticket guest, you cannot get into Halloween Horror Nights. You have to buy a separate ticket.
For me personally, I would try to avoid the weekends and try to go during one of the weekdays.
Right. It's a select days only, September and October. There's no Halloween Horror Nights on Mondays and Tuesdays, except for the Monday of Halloween. This event takes place at nighttime only. It usually starts at 6:30 p.m. and they push all the park guests out at 5 p.m. So if you're here during HHN season and you're like, why does the park close so early? We can't get our money's worth.
I want to ride again.
Right, no, it closes at 5. They push everybody out. We've been let into Halloween Horror Nights as early as I think 5:50. It just depends on how fast they get everybody out of the park.
They're really good at it, so keep that in mind.
They just do a big sweep of the park and they just are like, nope, park's closed, thank you, park's closed, and they just push you to the front and out the door.
Exactly. You don't want your little one being like traumatized from some of the scare actors they're about to see.
Right. This is not age restricted. Nobody's gonna be like, hey, you can't bring your kids. You don't have to show an ID. It is age suggestive. 13 and up. But we've seen kids as little as like 7 or 8.
So some hardcore little kids.
Some hardcore kids.
All right.
They were so impressed and so enthralled. And then we've seen some 16, 17-year-old teenage boys crying.
All right, watch out for some little Michael Myers on your end, all right?
Listen, you never know how your kids are going to react.
Yeah.
Just parental discretion.
If you want, do like the earlier parents here, just throw them right into some horror movies, see how they do. I mean,
if they love horror movies and they've gone to your local haunts and they just love it, make a big event of it, but it's not suggested.
Right, especially for the first time, because you never know, you spend all that money and then they get in here and they start freaking out and you have to leave.
And you have to leave and you're out hundreds of dollars.
Yeah,
so.
they don't do refunds.
No refunds at all. So because this event starts at 6:30, the regular parking, the free parking after 6, for even if you're just going to City Walk, it doesn't apply. I know, we're in the best music area right now. But so even if you're just gonna go see a movie at City Walk, you do not get free parking on Halloween Horror Nights. And the thing where you can go to the movie theater, buy a matinee ticket, get your parking validated for the day, that's not a thing on Halloween Horror Nights either. So when you do finally get in here, there's an intro for every Halloween Horror Nights that happens right in front of the main gates, right in front of Universal Studios. So if you want to catch that intro show, definitely get here. I think we get here at 4:30.
Yeah, and then we just kind of camped out.
Camp out. Bring a shade umbrella or a rain umbrella. Bring an umbrella.
It's cool. You can probably see them set up a little bit too from where you're standing.
Right, you see everyone just whoosh out the park. All you see is just bodies exiting, and then managers and team members come by and just ushering everybody out. The music changes. You see them lifting bags off of things. And then it starts. This event is going to host 10 houses, 5 scare zones, and 2 shows. One on the lagoon, and then there's a stage show also. Check the official Halloween Horror Nights websites for the houses and for the shows and all that information. It's a fun time to be had by all.
Oh, Nightmare Fuel, being good. I really hope they bring that one back, please.
If you just love Halloween Horror Nights and you're like, okay, I want to get through all the houses, I only have a couple nights, I want to be first in line, I want to be escorted around, you're going to want to look into RIP tours. There's group tours where you're going to be with strangers, and then there's private, which are obviously more expensive, But definitely look into those if you want a VIP experience for your Halloween Horror Nights.
I don't know if I'm ready to get scared that fast, you know?
I like the wait in line. It gives me a chance to drink a beverage, chill out from the last house. But there's some people that just want to go boom, 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 boom.
Just straight into it.
Straight into it, over and over again. Kudos to you.
I'm constantly fighting with friends like, who's going first in the house? And I obviously never want to go first in the house. Just give you a heads up.
You can also add on express passes for your Halloween Horror Nights adventure. You can do the once and done for each house and ride, or you can do unlimited for the houses and rides. The hotel express pass that you get by staying at the top 2 Universal hotels do not work at Halloween Horror Nights. So there are a couple of ways to get into Halloween Horror Nights early. If you've already seen the opening spiel with the characters coming out, and you just want to get a head start, or you don't care about it and you want to get to as many houses as possible, you're going to want to do one of two things. One, stay and scream. If you have an annual pass or you have a daytime ticket and you're already in the park, there are holding areas throughout the park where you can just stay and then go and then scream.
Stay. Go. And then you go scream.
And then you go scream. There is also a scare actor dining. This year it's located at Louis Pizzeria since Monsters Cafe is no longer a thing. But you can get an eat time as early as 5 p.m. And then if you hurry up and eat, they'll put you in a special holding area. And then you get to go early into the houses. And you get to eat. It's a buffet. And you get to converse with scare actors.
Buffet. I love buffets.
Yeah. So those are your two options for getting into the houses early.
It's a bop. Anywhere there's bops, I'm some music. I love music.
All right, if you want to celebrate Halloween Horror Nights during the day, there's a couple options for you. They have a tribute store that will be located in New York that's open during the day and night. So you can go in there and get your Halloween fix during the day. There's also an Unmasking the Horror tour. You can do 3 or 6 houses, lights on, during the daytime with a guided tour. So they're going to show you the ins and outs of how it works and all these cool effects and lighting and set design. That's a good option if you just want to see the artistry without getting scared.
I would love to do that.
I think that would be something we would be interested in, yeah.
Definitely.
Sure. Universal offers Halloween Horror Night and hotel packages. So if you're going to do both, look into it for sure. Last couple of years, Cabana Bay had something really cool. Last year was the Jacked Up experience. We linked that video down below.
That was really neat.
That was so neat. And it's for hotel guests only. So look into that if you want to stay and play at Halloween Horror Nights.
I definitely want to do that. If they do something like that.
If they do, yeah. Hopefully they'll announce that soon. We'll go ahead and leave it on our social media. So check that out. If they announce it, when they announce it, it'll be on there.
Yeah.
If you find yourself getting too scared, if you think, I don't want to do the houses, I'm not a scared person, just come for the scare zones.
Yeah.
They can't touch you, so it's not like they're going to grab you. And it's really fun to just sit on a curb and watch other people get scared. Or you can ride the rides. There's Transformers with Red Rocket. The Mummy will be one of the rides that's open. It's opening very soon.
Can't wait.
There's a few rides open during Halloween Horror Nights, so you can go and hit up a ride and take a break. There's also Diagon Alley that no Halloween Horror Night stuff is allowed in there, so you can go in there and kind of take a break.
It's really good to cool off a bit too.
Yeah, the Diagon Alley is always a little bit cooler. And last year's Simpsons Land, Springfield had nothing.
Yeah.
This year we're hoping that the chainsaw people come back to roam throughout Springfield.
No special hiding spots.
But if they don't, Springfield will be another safe zone for you as well.
Yeah.
If you're thinking of hopping over to Islands of Adventure, be aware they close at their normal time. So usually 7 p.m. that time of year. So
they don't really have anything dealing too much with HHN.
No, there's no Halloween Horror Night stuff over there.
Except for All Hallows Boutique.
Yeah, the All Hallows Boutique over there is very cool. But if you're going to go over there for a safe place, they're not open.
Yeah.
So. All right, so this right here is the tribute store, but for summer. They're going to have a new tribute store, like we said, and you can find special merchandise in there at the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store, also at Five and Dime. They'll have special merchandise at the stores during Halloween Horror Nights. There's also special freestyle cups for sodas, teas, stuff like that. There's also special Halloween Horror Night alcohol cups that are cheaper to refill.
I will gladly be taking those.
I will gladly take 2 of those. Mentioning that, we should also mention that this is an alcohol-friendly event, meaning that a lot of people drink. So Saturdays especially will get really rowdy later on in the day. There's police presence, there's a lot of security. Don't worry about that. It's just, if it's too rowdy for you, I would come on like a Thursday. So yeah.
It's a little chill.
It's a little more chill on like a Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
The rowdy crowd is pretty fun though, if you're into that and you don't mind some silliness.
Just bring a fan for all that drinking because you will get hot.
Oh yeah.
Just give you a heads up.
How do I say this in a nice way? A lot of people when they drink will smoke. That's fine, but there are designated areas for smoking. You can get into the app, search smoking in the search bar, and it'll pop up with all the areas that are just for you, vaping and smoking allowed.
Yeah, just not in the lines.
Not in the lines.
Even though you're outside.
It's all outside, but there's not any smoking or vaping allowed in lines. Our friend that we go with is highly allergic to smoke and vape. It's just for everyone's comfort and safety.
Yeah.
Designated areas only. There are special food stands at Halloween Horror Nights, and they only open during the event. So if you look up the online menus and you see something you want to eat or drink, you're gonna have to have a ticket to get in. The best, I feel like there's 2 snacks that are just, everyone has to have: the potato jackets and the pizza fries. So
Pizza fries are definitely amazing.
and they had sweet potato fries last year with like marshmallow fluff. Oh my gosh. Those are going to be located over in the Kids Zone at the Kids Zone Pizza restaurant place. But look at a map just in case they change it up this year for sure.
I can't wait to see some of the specially themed cocktails like the one we had over there. I think it was like poison and tea or something like that.
The poison tea party from one of last year's haunted houses. They get creative with it. So definitely keep an eye out for any food or drink that you want to have.
Yeah.
A hot tip for, especially if you get here early during the day, as soon as you line up outside or get in your stay and scream zone, put on your sunglasses and wear them until you get into that first house. Your eyes will adjust better, you'll be able to see more. I feel like you'll appreciate the house more if you do that.
So now this brings me back. So early on I said, hey, Ray-Ban, what's up?
Ray-Ban at Halloween Horror Nights. No, they did not sponsor this video.
They did not.
No.
So we're still trying.
We're trying. We need some sunglasses. We
Right.
really
So
do.
any sunglass company out there, you looking to trying to get somebody on? For your peeps. Got you. We could be cool. We could be here.
You just saying that. Did you just dab?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
I am the king of cringe.
Speaking of ways to kind of protect your eyes, if you have seizures, if you have issues with blinking lights and strobe lights, don't come to this event. Just flat out, you can't avoid it. It's in the scare zones, it's in the houses, it's everywhere. Seizure warning, just beware. And I'm sorry, but no.
You could try to look up a couple of things, maybe that will help out with it. I know a couple people suggested some things, but it's kind of a little bit everywhere. So if that kind of takes away from the experience for you, we definitely will.
Yeah, sorry. Your health and safety comes first, so.
Yes.
A tip that we have found works wonders is earplugs. We
Oh my God.
put them on right before you go in the house, and we're able to actually open our eyes and enjoy the house because we're not overwhelmed, like the sensory overload of all the noise. It just helps so much. Also, people have recommended wearing masks inside the house for safety reasons, but also it helps you feel safer. So if you think you might be a little scared, throw on a mask, throw on some earplugs, and try to enjoy it. All right, definitely.
Hey, Tia, how are you?
How are you?
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I just happened to see. I was like,
We're into the Tim tracker. There's Tim. Hey, Tim.
he's nice.
So nice. Such a nice
He
guy.
stopped and said hi. That was great.
Cool guy.
Cool. Very cool.
He's super cool.
Love them both.
Well,
Keep going. That's
wait,
sorry.
both, all of them. Do they
Both.
have a kid now?
We love little baby Jack.
Okay. Anyways. So what we were saying is check the weather because it's usually still very hot in September and October and going into November. It's just hot. We're in Florida. We're in Orlando. And also it's hurricane season. And also it might get a little chilly at night after you've been sweating. And also it might rain. And also it might be windy. just check the weather. We'll link some videos down below of what's packed, how to stay cool because it's probably going to be very hot.
They take like a little mini umbrella or my sort of umbrella in this case.
Umbrella, fan, cooling towel, also a light jacket for later on in the evening. You just never know.
Right. I mean, or if you go out like a Spartan or a soldier, just do it all. No rain. I mean, no jacket. No
There's
umbrella.
people that just grab their phone, which has their and like their ID for a drink, and they just go. And I'm like, how do you do that?
No cooling towel.
No cooling towel. No Dramamine.
Just doing it.
You're just gonna go?
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Good for you.
We're proud.
And now that we've come to the end, my friends, it's time for the nose. We've told you all, not this nose, like, no, don't do this. We told you all the things you can do and all the things to do and all the things to prepare for. We have to talk about the things you cannot do. You cannot touch the scare actors.
Do not, please do
You
not.
will get escorted from the park, probably maybe a van from the park.
Give you a big boot.
Do not touch the scare actors. I know they're scary. If you're somebody that like punches people as soon as you get scared, just put your hands in your pocket. Put your hands in your pocket.
Behind your back.
Yeah.
Or keep them locked somehow.
Lock your fingers. Don't do it.
Yes.
Also, no costumes allowed. They don't want you being misrepresented and mistaken for a scare actor. It's just for the safety of everybody, for the comfort, for the convenience, for the events. No costumes allowed.
No costumes.
No.
So, well,
No.
let me take off my mask.
Wait. Oh, look, get a cool t-shirt, okay? Get a cool shirt.
Yeah, be like us.
Yeah, no costumes. Also, no flashlights. Obvious reasons. You can't be lighting up a house. I know it's dark, but just stay in the roads. You won't have an issue if you just stay in the roads. So.
Right, and you don't need you blinding scare actors out here on the street.
It's,
So,
again, for the safety and convenience of the event, no flashlights.
they will definitely yell at you. They'll be like, turn that off. So they will yell at you.
No
So-
lasers, no flashlights. Check the official Universal Orlando website for all of the do not bring into the park ever. Also, there is no flash, photography, or recording inside the houses. Scare zones, perfect. You're golden. Fire away. Inside the houses, you have to put it away.
Yep, you have to.
No, not in the houses. Scare zones, you're good. Yeah, so thank you for sticking around for the nose. Because I know nobody likes to be told what not to do. No nose.
No, boo-boo.
Thank you so much for trekking with us around Universal Studios today. If you look closely, there will be some Easter eggs on new stuff that just popped up today as far as sets and speakers and stages and lighting. So I hope you caught all the Easter eggs, and we'll see you real soon.
Yeah.
For someone who doesn't like horror movies, you sure do know how to make a great villain.